Hi everyone. I thought you'd like to see some of our class we just finished at our studio in Sedona, Arizona. This is our 4-day semi-private classes, and we have 4 students from all over the country. And here I'm just going to go around the room and show you some of the paintings. I believe this is the first day. And we've got Catherine working on some geraniums. She's just making this up from some reference material that she brought, just showing a few photos of geraniums. And she's not quite finished with that one yet. And over here is Barbara. And what's Barbara working on today? Let's see. She just started this one. Well, she's pretty well along with this one. Some poppies. She's just starting to practice her poppies, and I think she's doing beautiful job on that one. She's kind of making up the composition. Here's Veronica. This is her 3rd year back with us, and she wanted to do a composition sort of like Gary's been doing with the little antique teacups, and she's just getting into that one. She's using one of Gary's paintings as reference for the roses. And then she'll be painting some flowers and artwork on the teacup also. Before the painting's finished, there'll be a little bit of a design on the teacup. This is Monica's painting. After she watched me demonstrate the rose, and she did a fabulous job. She did most of this all herself, and for a new painter, she's really doing fabulous. It's a beautiful painting. And here is the orchid again with all the leaves. And it turned out beautiful. What a beautiful composition. And it's gorgeous colors. I love the soft pastel colors on this one. And the composition of the leaves, the combination of the realistic flower and leaves mixed with the abstract, drippy fantasy background. And it's so creative, so beautiful. Looks like Catherine's going to start working on my rooster from using my rooster painting as a reference. And Roberto's been painted many, many times by me and by myself and by the students. And here's Barbara's painting. She's finished with it. It looks like her sunflower painting. Beautiful, kind of Arizona colors. Has a little Arizona wren in it. And it's very naturey and just really a simple little cute composition, but a very charming painting, and the complementary colors of the blues and the yellows, and then the pretty terracotta color accents. And Veronica is just starting to do one out of Gary's books, out of our TV book of the what is that? That's a red cardinal. Yes, red cardinal, and he's going to be sitting on a branch with pine boughs and snow. I think it was called winter cardinal, and she's just starting to work on that one. Here I am again demonstrating the rose, just about finished with it, and Monica is taking pictures as I go through the step-by-step, and that way she'll have something to look at when she gets home. And I'm going to show her how to tip the roses with accent colors. You can either do lighter colors, complementary colors on the edges, or you can just do darker colors. And I'm showing her how to accent the rose that way. And it's really great for the students to see us doing it real slow like this. And they get much more of an idea of how to do this on their own canvas when they get around to painting them on their own canvas. I find it's pretty helpful in class to show how to do this step-by-step of the roses or the poppies or any other flowers that we do. We can go through it real slow for you. That's what's great about the semi-private classes. With just 4 students, we have so much time to show everything really slowly. And Gary's in the classroom the whole time for the whole 4 days with the 4 students, and I'm in and out of the classroom depending on whether I'm needed or not. I'm in and out during the 4 days helping the students. So that it's pretty neat to be able to have just 4 students for 2 teachers. And that's something that we were never able to do when we were on the road for so many years and having so many people in a class. Each day we used to have 15 to 25 people in class for years and years. So we love being home in our own studio. And after all those years of traveling on the road, we just love being home in our new studio in beautiful Sedona. And of course, people come here and take a painting vacation at the same time. And it's a great, beautiful place to come. If you're not familiar with Sedona, look it up on the internet. And this is Catherine, and she's just making up a sunflower bouquet. It's going to be very colorful. She's got an abstract, very painterly background. And then just a bouquet of sunflowers that she's pretty much completely making up. We did have one sunflower in the vase of flowers that I brought home, but she is pretty much making that up on her own. There's our roses again, beautiful pink and red roses from our own flower garden. And there's just some pictures on the wall of our studio. Our studio is very busy. We get a lot of work done in our studio, and so we fill up the walls with paintings. And Veronica is doing a painting from Gary's book, but he's doing more of a fantasy background and going a lot farther than the 25-minute paintings that are in the book. And on TV, he's showing her how to accent with the fantasy background and the little orbs or the little sparkles. I call it fairy dust in the background. And that's always fun to do. But she did a gorgeous job. I love the bright red in that with the soft whites and grays and then the bright red accents in that painting. And let's see who else is working on something. This is Barbara working on our onion composition. She's not finished yet with the little white onions. We just started to lay those in. Have to let it set up and get a little drier before we get the highlights on the onions. But that was taken from a painting that Gary and I both did, only she did a different colored background. There's the one I did. And onions are fun. People don't always think of painting onions, but they're almost like flowers with the colorful onion skins. They're so fun to do. And my goodness, I don't know what Catherine's going to be working on there. It'll just be a surprise. There's a whole stack of paintings that this is like about the 3rd day only, and they've got them all stacked up there, and it looks like an art gallery. These are what they've accomplished so far in the 3 days, and they sure get a lot of work done in our class. And there's Monica again doing some wild roses, just finishing up on that one. And that's taken from our book, but we went a lot farther on that one than the book. We did a different background in it, a few different leaves. And oh, look at this, the lattice. That's so fun to do. We did that on TV. Gary did that. And a lot of students like to do that. And then they put different flowers. And look at that drippy background. How creative. That's really fun to have the realistic lattice. And then she's going to be putting morning glories up that one. And there's our onions again. We've got the white onions a little bit more finished. And a couple of girls stayed 3 days and a couple stayed 4 days. Most of the students in our semi-private classes stay 4 days. But this class, a couple went home after 3 days. Veronica doing gorgeous rose. That's so beautiful. And she's kind of using the fresh flower bouquet that we have on the table as a guide. Those beautiful red roses, they were just like velvet, really a deep red. And that's one of my favorite bushes that we have. And here's another one Monica's working on. She's really having fun with those roses. She actually did mostly roses and poppies the whole 4 days. And And gosh, I can't believe she's only been painting 2 years, and not a lot of painting either. And she's doing fabulous. And she's again using our fresh flower bouquet as a guide, and then just making up the composition. That's a beautiful one. Monica was real happy with the work she had done. All the girls were real happy with the work they'd done. And there's more morning glories in that painting. She's a little farther along. Isn't that cute? Such a charming painting. And I hope you can all make it to one of our classes in Sedona one of these days, and take a nice vacation and come paint, or just come visit us. We have a lot of Facebook friends come visit us and see our studio and our paintings in our gallery. So I hope, Gary and I hope that you can come to Sedona and have a nice vacation. It's so beautiful here. I think you'll have a lot of fun painting in our gallery. And I want to tell you about our online courses that we're going to start, our new, for the first time, online courses for 2017. So please be sure that you email your address to us, and we'll put you on a list to notify you when the classes are going to begin. There's going to be about 8 to 10 videos in the course, and you can subscribe to that, and it's going to be a really fun course, and we hope you all can participate in that, and we hope to see you sometime down the road in a class. Thanks for watching.